Get this out. Let's get this out the way. All right. So the purpose of this tier list is just to say between the Street Fighter 4 and the Street Fighter 5 of a character, the Street Fighter 4 and the Street Fighter 5 version of a character, which one is clearly better? Right? Which one would you prefer to have in the game? Right? So obviously we're not going to talk about Akuma and Kage because I'm using Kage as Evil Ryu. And if any of you try to debate whether Evil Ryu is better than Kage, you're crazy. Do I know about the Strive sale for PC? No. I'm probably going to buy it on PS4 though. Like, Evil Ryu has an actual fireball and hop kick. And the damage of a god. Oh, and also, like, his medium kick stomp is better than my medium kick stomp. Because Evil Ryu's medium kick stomp gets a combo. Kage only gets that off of heavy stomp. Pain. And on top of that, Kage's heavy stomp only combos off of crouch fierce. Meanwhile, Evil Ryu's medium stomp combos off of stand fierce and crouch fierce. Pain. Like, you're only using heavy stomp with Evil Ryu for plus frames, and you're trying to like be a dick and steal your turn. But you're kind of relying on heavy stomp in Street Fighter 5. Akuma, he can jump back fireball. I don't think we need to actually like have a discussion about like why Street Fighter 4 Akuma just clearly shits on Street Fighter 5. Zangief, he has green hand. Good luck zoning him. A Bison, -1 scissor kick, Psycho Crusher that's not restrained by system mechanics, and a 3-frame short, which comboed into itself. Short scissor kick. Short scissor kick. All the bullshit. Jury won her V. So even if we're comparing like Feng Shui Engine to Feng Shui Engine Alpha, which is her V Trigger 1, it's the Alpha for a reason, right? It hasn't been beta tested. It's not meant to be deployed because clearly Feng Shui Engine is on some bullshit. Allowed you to combo off of overheads. Allowed you to combo off of it into special moves. Yeah, like Feng Shui Engine is on some bullshit. Ibuki, no one should be trying to argue whether Ibuki in Street Fighter 5 is better than Street Fighter 4 Ibuki when Kunai is a managed resource. Because character's bullshit either way, but Street Fighter 4 Ibuki got some, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. Like they implemented delayed wake up and the character said, "Oh, that's cute. Hold this mix though." Because he clearly did not give a fuck. Poison. You see, Poison, I'm like half and half on, but when I remember that Poison had Rekkas, a Fireball, and a DP, yeah, I'm good. Street Fighter 4. Like if you've never played Street Fighter 4, think of Akuma's Fireball, like his regular, just his L, M, and H Fireball. That's what Poison had. But it's slow. It was slow and it juggled. Yeah, bullshit. Sagat. I'm like really on a weird place about because I feel like Street Fighter 4 Sagat, if we're like talking about him being a zoner and like just harassing you with fireballs, I think Street Fighter 4 Sagat is better. But I do think there are like aspects to Street Fighter 5 Sagat that are like slept on. But as long as we're not talking about Vanilla Sagat, because if we're trying to compare Vanilla Sagat to Street Fighter 5 Sagat, this is just a lost argument here. Because DP and the 600 damage is wow. Ken and Sakura, Ken having power grabs is just wow. Like Kara grabs made Ken. Like the word Kara made Ken. Like I'm pretty sure if like I looked at the word Kara and like really small little text between the K and the A is an E and an N because wow. Kara grabs. Kara fireball. Kara DP. Frame traps. Like actual frame traps. Like I'm scared to press a button versus Street Fighter 4 Ken. I ain't afraid to press no button versus Street Fighter 5 Ken. That and I feel like if we're like trying to be 1-to-1 and we try to like make this weird comparison that forward medium kick versus his V skill, I'd still take forward medium kick over his V skill. Sakura, she had untechable knockdowns. For a bar, you got this untechable knockdown into set play because why not? It was so weird. Like the second hit of like her, I don't know if it's her demon flip. I think it was Sakura Ontonchi. I don't know what the name of the move is. What's up, Demac? Oh yeah, and a 3-frame crouch fierce and Tatsu loops because characters need Tatsu loops. Like she was a small little girl hitting like a grown ass man in Street Fighter 4. I'm good. I'm good. The moment and her Tatsu frame trapped. So if you got counter hit by that Tatsu, oh, grown man damage again. She did not care. So yeah. Oh, and look, Seth. If anyone here tries to argue whether Seth in Street Fighter 5 is better than Seth in Street Fighter 4, I'm going to time you out without hesitation because this shouldn't be an argument, like at all. Like, I'm sorry, you can't argue whether Supreme. I'm gonna give you like 10 seconds. I'm gonna give you like 30. I'm gonna give you like a calm 30 seconds. I'm gonna give you like a calm 30 seconds. You get 30 seconds to rescind that previous statement. You get 30 seconds to take that statement back. If you don't take that statement back, I am timing you out. You either get 30 seconds or you have to make one really good, compelling argument on why you think Street Fighter 5 Seth is better than Street Fighter 4. You about to run out of time. You got like 8 seconds left. Oh, you eat those 30 seconds? Eat this time out too, fam. I'm sorry it had to be you. Yeah, Street Fighter 4 Seth is toxic. Character had a fireball, a DP, and a command grab. And toe taps. Like literal toe taps. Like tap, 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 dive kick. Tap, 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 dive kick. And Dawson limbs. Remember when he had jump back fierce? Oh, let's not forget about the teleport either. Because he needed that. He needed that teleport. Like, thank God they gave him the Akuma treatment, because if this character had 1,000 health, I think everyone would have played Seth. Like, it's actually really wild. Like, think about it. All the tools they gave Street Fighter 4 Seth, why did that exist in a single character? Like, you could tell, no funny shit, I would go drinking with Punko. Because a man like that, you could tell he don't give a fuck about what he puts in his body. You could tell he just goes about life thinking he's gonna win every day. You're like, yo, Punko, like, yo, pick a liquor, whatever, I don't care. We drinking. Because Punko don't give a fuck. And he played like he don't give a fuck. Like, he just said, I won. Punko the prime definition of YOLO? No, that's Kazunoko. But Punko a close running second. All right. Street Fighter 5. Guile, we have to say Street Fighter 5 Guile's technically better than Street Fighter 4. Because he actually has the option of, like, moving forward. He's not, like, restrained to just, like, holding down back and loving it. He can, like, actually move in confines to his game. And then V-Trigger 1. V-Trigger 1. 4H Tim, thank you for the follow. And then V-Trigger 1 on top of his fireball kind of just makes him like, wow, okay. You really just didn't want me to give a fuck about zoning. Cool. And then boom loops. Yeah. Like, think about it like this, right? Daigo never touched Guile in Street Fighter 4, but he damn sure touched him in Street Fighter 5. If we're excluding Super. Oh, shit. Yeah, if we're excluding Super version, he actually no, I think he used Yun in Super too. No, that was AE. But yeah, he's a god player in Street Fighter Five. Um, Chun Li. I you know what my problem is with picking Chun Li. No, actually, it has to be Street Fighter Five. The execution barrier to be an optimal Chun Li with Street Fighter Four is too rigorous. Like I like execution heavy shit. And I don't think I would ever try to be like 100% optimal with Chun Li. Yeah, she had loops, but like, could you imagine the arthritis that probably caused you? Like if someone told me they got carpal tunnel from playing Chun Li, I'd be like, I believe it, straight up. Blanca, I would have to say Street Fighter Five because even though he's a gimmicky character in both games, Street Fighter Four, Street Fighter Four, Blanca was more like the risk wasn't worth the reward. So like, yeah, he can do cross up Blanca ball, but if you block that shit, that character was dying. And like, I'm not talking about like, oh, you got like a simple ass punish. I'm talking about you're eating an ultra. So like, yeah, Street Fighter Four, Blanca had like cross up rainbow ball, cross up horizontal ball on your wake up, cross up ultra off of a forward grab. But that man was at range zero the moment you blocked it. All you had to do was just block it. So I was just like, oh, you like. I think Street Fighter 4 Blanca is more of a gambler's character. Street Fighter 5 Blanca is more like I'm trying to just rub my face on the keyboard character. Like if you play Street Fighter 4 Blanca, I would probably hit the slots with you just for the one time. Honestly. Uh Honda and Street Fighter 5. I don't think we actually have to touch on this one. Oh wait, let me untime out Super Amy or Supreme Amy. I don't know. Wait, Supreme. Oh, I'm bugging. Untime out Supreme. Yeah, I don't think we have to talk about Street Fighter Honda. I actually think this is like the most time I've ever seen Honda. I think this is like the most time I've ever seen people play Honda ever. Like I could think of like one Honda player in ST, and I can think of one Honda player in Street Fighter 4. No, ST. I forgot her name. I believe it's a her. I remember seeing her like beat the hell out of my friend. Is it a her? I think it's a her. I think they used Dawson and Honda. I'm not sure. Not 100% sure. Um. Oh, and there's Kusamundo, but Kusamundo built different. So there's two ST Honda players. There's one SF4 Honda player, and now there's like 80. There's like 80 SF5 Honda players. Crazy. Um. One second. Balrog. I think Street Fighter Five. Balrog is slightly edging over him, especially with especially like the mechanics of the game. Like V skill, giving him another like anti projectile move. Him having like an actual command grab that he could use twice. Character hurts. Decent buttons. An actual low. I mean, headbutt was annoying, but if you blocked headbutt, you died. Like I definitely remember fighting Dark Child for the first time, and he did EX headbutt, and I blocked it. I'm like, oh, you've chosen death. I see. Nice. Vega. I feel like Vega's like I feel like Vega is like meh in either game. But the fact that he has a command grab, the fact that he can actually take, I don't know, it's hard to like choose one because in Street Fighter 4 like taking off your I think taking off your mask gave you a damage buff. And I don't think he gets that same damage buff in Street Fighter 5. but he has the tools to be like more offensive in Street Fighter Five. But it's still hard to say because it's still 1-1. Like it's really hard to say because I mean, if we're like doing like a comparison of like active players, there's only like one Street Fighter 4 Vega, and that was Zeus. Meanwhile, Street Fighter 5, there's only like two of them, and one of them is a dad, so he's not really as active. So it's just like I don't know. I don't know. Uh, Ryu, Ryu. I feel like this is Street Fighter 5 easily. Like as of this season, as of this season how they buffed the character, I definitely think the Street Fighter 5 version of Ryu is better than Street Fighter 4. Like even if you like, he has axe kick. Like he has good like. Now that I think about it, like one of Ryu's like you can argue like one of Ryu's biggest problems as a character is that he has like no access to mid screen damage. You could actually like think about this, right? Like in Street Fighter 4, how would you like damage the opponent without using DPF ADC? Like, what was your option? You didn't really have much option. You just have to go for Oki or like meterless sweep, which he had good buttons for. But like, I think now as a Street Fighter 5, he has like now in Street Fighter 5 he has actual mid screen damage that could lead into mid screen Oki into like, okay, I'm gonna hurt you now. And then V Trigger just makes him absolutely like not absolutely busted, but like in comparison to Street Fighter 4, V Trigger actually makes this character busted. Like it's actually weird that if we're talking like Street Fighter 4 forward, I think Street Fighter 4 Ryu was the weakest version of him. Like I actually played Cross Tekken, but I'd actually put Street Fighter Cross Tekken Ryu over Street Fighter 4 Ryu, and I'd probably put Street Fighter 5 Ryu over both of them. Actually, no, I'd probably put Street Fighter Cross Tekken Ryu over Street Fighter 4 Ryu because having a chargeable fireball and a dash and a sweep cancelable a cancelable sweep was kind of busted. I'm not gonna bullshit. And I'm not gonna lie, like doing mule kick in Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter Cross Tekken was kind of sex. Like just the animation of it was sex. Um, I don't think I touched on Cody, but I think Street Fighter 5 Cody might slightly edge out Street Fighter 4. Like, well, all the buffs they gave him this season, like if I was doing this like pre-patch, I might have edged it out to Street Fighter 4. But with all the buffs they gave him, he kinda out here. Like I low key. And what's even funnier is that there's now been a bigger influx of Cody players. Like Shine is playing Cody. I never thought Shine would be a Cody player. And then on top of that, like yeah, Cody had better buttons. There's like he also had Rocks, Criminal Upper, but like in the same regard, Cody having Sway is kind of wild. And a chargeable Zonk that wall bounces, like in context of the game, Street Fighter 5 Cody's damage is kind of wild. Like you could actually just like I feel like he could actually just kill you at 50% off of a bad DP. Like if you have like an actual DP and you DP versus Cody, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna put Cody in the I don't know section because it's hard to argue either or. Like he might be good in both, but I can't like. Yeah, this is really hard to argue that one. Uh, let's check this poll out. Okay, so it looks like Guy's gonna win this poll, right? So if we're assuming that Zeku, if we're assuming that Zeku is the spiritual successor to Guy over the spiritual successor to Gen, I don't know if I would argue. I don't know. Street Fighter 4 Guy was kind of out here, and I think he was a lot simpler. Like I think that if we're talking like 1-to-1, I think Guy might be better than Zeku because Guy had access to like I wouldn't say the best of both worlds of Zeku, but like he was more like the attributes that you would want from either character, you'd probably see in Guy. Guy has a DP. I'm pretty sure EX Tatsu was invincible on Wake Up. Okay. Yeah, so I think Zeku might. Well, if we're counting Zeku as Guy. Oh, Dan, we don't even have to talk about Dan. If we're trying to argue whether Street Fighter 4 versus Street Fighter 5 Dan is better, just keep this in mind. Punk has won a tournament with Dan, and not to throw shade at him, but Ixion, or however you pronounce his name, I don't think he's done anything like. I heard you. I don't think he's done anything memorable with the character. I'm not trying to be like a Dick King John. I'm just recording right now, so I'm just trying to like finish this recording and then go. But yeah, I think this is like the final tier list of this. I think this is like pretty good. But as you've been told, guys, I have to play in tournament now because I'm being rushed by a fucking 19-year-old who doesn't know what the sound of dial-up is. But yeah, say hi to YouTube, everyone.